Hello, everyone. Happy eclipse. Are you ready? We have a lot of energy going on this week. We've had a lot of transits in the sky, a lot of movements from the planets, and I am here to tell you how to navigate it all. So, welcome. I am Juanica, also known as Miss Astrology, and this is the Cosmically Lit Collective where I learn as much esoteric and astrological and tarot information as possible. I integrate it into my own life, and then I teach you what has worked and give insight into how to best flow with the energies that are around us. So today I'm talking about Eclipse 2023. So this is a lunar eclipse. We have a new moon, and the sun, the moon, and the south node, which is a mathematical point to the moon, are all in alignment in the sign of Libra. So what does this mean for you? Going to give you some really good insight, talk about which signs will be the most impacted and how each can flow. And then we're going to pull some tarot cards to get some more. For me, tarot fills in the details. The astrology can be so big picture, and I am a heavy Sagittarius energy, so I love big picture, but I do realize that for some of us, we need a little bit more details, and that's where the tarot comes in. So, okay, let's just jump right in. Oh, before I do, make sure you sign up for the newsletter, cosmicallylit.com, and be on the lookout. As at the end of this month, I will be launching Astrology 101, Getting to Know the Planets. And this is going to be a pre-recorded webinar that you can follow along at your own pace. It'll be about 3 hours of information where you really just get to dive in deep in understanding the planets, how they influence our personalities and the cycles that we go through in life, as well as how some of the bigger planets impact generations. So be on the lookout for that, but you got to sign up for the newsletter. Visit my website, cosmicallylit.com. So, okay, let's just jump right in. So on Saturday, September the 14th, October the 14th, we got a Friday the 13th this year, on the exact day that Pluto goes direct, one day before a lunar eclipse. So that alone, I know that, I don't know, maybe some people don't really look at 13s or Friday the 13th like that, but I do believe that numbers have energy as well, and I do believe that 13 really does represent a transformation, and that is what the eclipses are. Now, first thing I do want to say about eclipses is they are really big energy that you can't really do anything with. And what I mean by that is this is not the time for manifestation. This is not the time for intention setting. Eclipses are not the time to work with the energy. It is a time for you to see what your manifestations and intention settings on new and full moons previously, how that is going to unfold. Now, depending on the year and the transits of the nodes, we have anywhere from 2 to 8 eclipses a year. And so this can be really big transformation, considering like 2020 we had 8 of them, and so it was a really big transformative year. But this year, with it being Libra, this is really a time for us to see how our partnerships, how our contracts, how our public relationships are unfolding. And are they unfolding in a way that is fair, that is balanced, that we are all in agreement about, or both in agreement about? Does it make sense? Are the scales equal? Libra is very much I balance. Fun fact about Libra energy: Libra is the only sign in the zodiac that is not represented by a living object. It is the scales. And what I take from that, specifically with Libra being the sign that is now taking us out of ourself, the first 6 signs are really about self. And so then we get to the 7th sign of Libra, which is the descendant, the halfway mark. Now we're kind of getting with outside of ourselves, outside of our mother and father, outside of our siblings, and we're going out into the world. And now the rest of the chart is the top, and it's the world. It's our career, profession. It's our friends outside of the homes, our community groups outside of the homes. And so now with this Libra energy, we're really trying to learn how to balance our own heart's desires with what other people want. And a lot of times it is hard for Libra to find that balance because it does require other people. Again, Libra or other things, other Because again, Libra it's not alive itself per se. It is here to balance the internal and the external, home and career, siblings and friends. Like if you think about it, work and leisure. Like everything that's on the balance in the astrology, one of the signs is within the home and the other sign is outside. And so with Libra's opposite is Aries. Aries is I am. It's all about me. It's all about what I want. This moon, this eclipse is going to bring energy that says, is the person you're in partnership with being fair? Multiple partnerships. Now, this isn't just one, it's a legal agreement. It's just a public partnership where people know that you guys are connected in friendship, in marriage, in business. It's not a secret. It's not, oh, I didn't know that was your sister. No, this is someone, I knew that was your business partner. I knew that was your romantic partner or your spouse. Like, this is a real public thing. Is it fair though? Is it balanced? Is it equal? Depending on your sign, are you being fair? Are you being balanced? Are you being equal? Have you been? Now, eclipses go in 9-month cycles. So, I'm sorry, 9-year cycles, because the eclipses will stay here for 18 months. So for a lot of us, this could be something that started or that was began 9 years ago, and now you're really starting to see that this isn't working out for you. This isn't fair anymore. And it's probably something that needs a refresher, in a sense that maybe it's bringing something new. Maybe it's bringing something new that's an ending. Maybe it's unfolding in a way that this is over, this is done, or it's unfolding in a way where the roles are reversed. The person that put in the more effort before now gets to take a back seat while the other person puts in more effort. It's just time to see really what's going to unfold from this energy. Okay. We also have Venus in Virgo. Venus was retrograde all summer. We've really been reviewing things. Things been revealed to us. Venus rules Libra. So the things that came up over this summer were leading up to this eclipse. Like the things that happened with Venus and Leo over the summer. Leo is a very proud sign. Leo is a very creative sign. And with Venus retrograde there, maybe over the summer, we were realizing that there were areas we weren't proud anymore. We didn't feel that creative expression. We weren't feeling that sense of joy. And now that we're having the eclipse in Libra, which is a Venus ruled sign, now we're starting to realize, oh, that's why I wasn't proud anymore. I'm doing too much, or I'm not doing enough. I'm being stifled in my creativity, or maybe somebody's stopping me from expressing myself creatively, or maybe I'm just pouring too much into somebody else's creative adventures or endeavors and not enough into myself. I hope that makes sense. With Venus retrograde, and Venus was retrograde for 40 days, right? Venus only retrogrades once every about 2 years. So this is something that it just feels like we were checking back in. For a lot of us, this is a 9-year cycle. For some of us, this is brand new. This is a new commitment, a new relationship, a new balance. But you got to make sure it's fair. And you really don't want to, I wouldn't start any new contracts during an eclipse. I wouldn't go into any new agreements, specifically with an eclipse in Libra. And we have Mercury in Libra as well. Mercury, and it's combust. It's right underneath the sun at 17 degrees. The sun is at 21 degrees. The moon is at 21 degrees. The south node is at 25 degrees. So Mercury's sitting underneath that at 17 degrees. And so our thoughts could really be, especially in Libra can do this and that, be indecisive, see both sides of things, not really know which decision to make. Like both sides sound good, but both sides also sound equally bad. And like, I can see the flaws, I can see the good. It's not a time to make a decision. It's not a time to make a commitment. It's not a time to sign a contract legally, because Mercury is like, yeah. And then it's an eclipse. Let's see what unfolds. Let's see what really happens. Let's see who shows up for you. Let's see who starts to balance the scales, or if you need to get off the scale to allow it to balance, if that makes sense. If you need to withdraw yourself from something in order to let it work out, let somebody else work out their own things. Because the opposite of this is the North Node in Aries. And Aries is very much the sign of I am able to do this. I am committed. So for some of us, maybe we're handicapping people. We're pulling too much and not allow them to express themselves creatively. And with it being Aries, that may be causing some aggression in other people, assertiveness in other people, and other people that we're in partnerships with. It is not, so now it's not fair. Now it's not balanced. Also, Mars is going to move into Scorpio, will be in Scorpio right around this same time. Mars is a ruler of Scorpio, just like it's a ruler of Aries. So Mars is at home. This could be very much a power dynamic, a power trip, if you will, to where there's no point in even trying to establish dominance, to get power, take power, none of that. It's not going to work. It's going to be, let's just see what happens. Let's just see who steps up to the plate. You don't have to take control right now. Let's just see who comes through for you. This is going to be very telling of who's going to be on your side and in your corner and working things out with you over the next 18 months and 9-year cycle. Sorry about that. My son was sleeping. He had to say bye. So this is leading into a major cycle, a really big cycle. Additionally, Capricorn is going direct. I'm sorry. Pluto is going direct in Capricorn. We got Pluto right at that end degree, that 28 degrees. So it's still a somewhat a part of this, specifically with the node, but Pluto, so it's a small planet, but it has such big impact and big energy that it's grasping, it's a hold of this. It's within that 8-degree orb to where this has the potential to be very transformative, even if it means something has to come to an end. Something is just a big loss, a big ending. It may feel devastating that this relationship has to end, that this kind of power dynamic has to end. It very much has the potential to feel upsetting and devastating and really hurtful. However, we got to balance the scales. This is what needs to be done in fairness, whether it be in fairness to ourselves or in fairness to the other person. Maybe we have to let them go so they can go fulfill their own I am. North Node in Aries. Aries keyword is I am. Sometimes you're holding people back, right? Babying them, if you will, coddling them. What else do we got going on? I do also think with Venus in Virgo, so this is Venus's least favorite placement, does not like to be in the sign of Virgo, but I think this is good for the eclipse because it's going to keep us practical. It's going to keep us grounded. We're going to continue to be able to see the value in just, you know what, let me stick to my routine. Let me stick to my daily tasks. Let me stick to cleaning up my life and cleaning up what I'm doing for myself. Let me stick to that, because that's where I'm able to see more value. And guess what? As I stick to that and allow the eclipse energy to unfold, this is how I'm going to get the scales to balance. And then Venus is going to go into Libra, and it's going to feel so much better. And it's going to have the potential to bring more value or money or relationships or just overall beauty and sense of peace in our life. Okay. Saturn is at 0 degrees of Pisces. I like that in the sense, and Saturn is direct right now, that it's just like, stay disciplined in this thing. I like 0 degrees. Is it 0 degrees? I think it's 5 degrees. I wrote 0, but I don't know if it doesn't make sense to me for a reason. That's funny. But even Saturn in Pisces, opposite the sky from Venus and Virgo, it's like, stay disciplined, stay focused on the routine, stay focused on the details, stay focused on the detox, the cleanup, what you're doing in your own life. Stay focused on that. Yeah. The signs that are going to be impacted the most. Well, we already know that it's going to be signs that are in the harshest aspect to Libra. So that's Libra, Aries, Capricorn, and Cancer, specifically rising, sun and moon as well. I would say Cancer moons will probably feel a lot going on. These are the signs that are going to be dealing with the most, I need to relax. They're cardinal signs, so it's going to be the hardest for you guys. You always want to take action. You always want to do. You always want to go, go, go. But that's not the time for this. It's time to relax. It's time to allow things to unfold. It's time to see who wants to be released or who wants to come into your life and commit to you and commit to that project or commit to that goal or commit in that relationship, whatever it be. Well, it's also time to let people go. If they don't want to be there, they don't want to be there. They need to go soar their own wings, and that's better for you overall anyways, whatever that means. Capricorns and Cancers, I think Capricorn is really going to find themselves having a release as far as work goes, their career, and their career's part of life. Yeah, because Libra is at the top of Capricorn's chart. They're really going to probably have to stop being so selfish at home, if you will. Bossy, I think, maybe even. I think Capricorns might have a little bit of the hardest time with this. I feel like they're cardinal, probably a fixed up cardinals, if you will. The mutable signs, I actually think the mutable signs are going to be just fine and get along well with this. They're ready to let things go. They're ready to end things. They're ready to move on to a new cycle. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. They're ready to let things go. And of course, fixed signs, you guys always have a problem with this, right? I think fixed signs, and I don't mean I have a problem with this. Fixed signs just don't like change. And so I think for fixed signs, you guys are the ones that are going to have to also, cardinal signs have to make sure they're not forcing things to happen and they're allowing things to happen. Fixed signs need to make sure they're not holding on to things from preventing them to happen. So cardinal wants to make them happen. Fixed wants to keep things how they are. No, we're good. Let's stay here. Let's continue. We can work it out. We can figure this out. We can do this. No fixed signs. This is something that just allow it to unfold. It's like what they say, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. So it's just like, just allow someone to do what they need to do. You don't want to hold on to it. Okay, and then again, the mutables are like, yeah, whatever. Okay, let's see what we got. Six of Pentacles. This is a general read. I'm going to pull 7 cards. I think, shoot. Six of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth signs. The World. This is a really good time for transformation. This is such a beautiful card. Look at this card. Y'all excuse my nails. I'm trying to let them grow. I get my nails done and then I hate getting them done. 7 of Wands. I think the 7 of Wands is telling us what, like, there's nothing to fight about here. There's nothing to fight about here. And then even with the 6 of Pentacles, are we showing compassion? Are we being fair? Like, she's got a pentacle in each hand, right? And she's given to both sides and she's being balanced, but she's still got 4 of her own. And you can see she's like right in the middle of that right there. For me, this is very much about making sure you're giving in a balanced way. Giving of yourself as much as you're giving to yourself. Okay, with this. And then she's got that yin and yang on top as well. It feels very much like it's a balanced energy. It's a fair energy of giving and keeping. And then there's another yin and yang here in the World. And it's just another reminder. And we don't have to fight about this. We don't have to make this a big deal. Okay. Knight of Pentacles sitting right beside the Pentacles. 2 of Swords. Listen, I'm not going to read any reversals today. I'm going to read them all upright, and I just feel like that's what that's just what their cards are asking with the eclipse. Like, it just seems like it's no reversals today. That's just the feeling I get. The Tower's here. Listen, you better let it go before it burns the house down. You better just let it be. You better just stop it now. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. So this to me goes directly back to the Venus and Virgo, and really just finding value in this plan that we created. Like, we knew Venus and Leo was like, you know what you got within you. You know what you're able to do. You know how, and now you're starting to see how you were being blocked, like how that what the imbalance was. And so you know that this is time to get back to it. The 2 of Swords is also here, like, stop it. You already know what you need to do. Another 2, another yin and yang, another balance, right? And this is a lot of times about, listen, you know the truth. Open yourself up to living the truth. Stop saying, no, but I think this can work out. I don't want to see that this isn't working, that this isn't for me, that I need to give more, that I'm messing up. I don't want to see those things. No. Open up. And see, the thing about the swords, it's that dividing, right, of spirit and truth, a dividing of what you intuitively and actually factually know. Okay, it's both of those. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be more than all right. You're gonna be the Queen of Pentacles. Look at her. She's relaxed, she's protected, she's got favor, she's got pinnacle like the in her hand, she's got this crown, she's got the mountains of everything that she's come over. She's got grapes all around her. Those are a sign of prosperity and abundance. And it's like, listen, especially with this eye on top, and then even with this moon right here, it's just like with this eye now, I'm telling you, it's like, I feel like it's like, listen, you know what to do. You already know. You already know. You already know. I think I'm gonna go live today. I feel like it's just important. I'm gonna do that coming up. We know what to do. It's been revealed to us over the summer. We know what to let go of. We know, even if we don't like the way it feels, even if we can't see the future, like it hurts to see the future without this or them or in that place. Whatever it is, it's okay. We're going to end up either Queen of Pentacles energy, to where I'm good. I've created stability for myself. I've created abundance for myself. I feel stable. I feel royal. I feel majestic. I feel really good about myself. It was difficult. It was hard. I had to open my heart up. I had to take the blinders off. I had to sit with myself and really see this thing. But if otherwise, and then with that tower here, that tower has got that Mars sign down here. This one, it's representing Mars energy. That's that Mars in Scorpio, which is extremely transformative. I feel like Mars in Scorpio is like vasectomy, hysterectomy. Like no longer, like you gonna, if you don't make this, if this don't happen, if you don't allow this to happen, allow this to happen. Don't force it, don't prevent it. If you don't allow this to happen, you have the potential to hysterectomy, if you will. Not to bring an end to your own, to being able to birth new creative ideas, creative expression, fun and joy in your life, a sense of balance, a sense of self-worth and excitement, a sense of purpose and joy. We have to allow this to happen. The eclipses are going to bring it to us. It's going to unfold. We cannot fight it. We cannot control it. We cannot prevent it. If we try any of those things, we have the potential to really cutting ourselves off of true success. The whole world, the world as you know it, the world as you desire it, the world as you imagine it. That like we have the potential to cut all that off. You don't have to fight. With the Seven of Wands, again, this does not have to be a fight. I mean, the wands, they like to fight anyways, right? So it could be a lot of passion. It could be a lot of excitement. And it's, again, more Mars energy and Mars and Leo. So I'm trying to fight for what I want to do. I want to fight for what makes me proud. I want to fight for my ideas, for myself, my self-expression. You don't have to fight. Just let things to unfold and reveal themselves. And you will have the potential, because then it's like, who are you actually even fighting? Because who is this person even fighting? We see they're fighting. But who? And for what? And are they fighting, or are those wands just there and they thought they was fighting? It doesn't actually need to be a fight, or can you just allow it to unfold and then end up in the Queen of Pentacles position? Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think for over the weekend, we focus on ourselves as far as detoxing, details, organizing. I do think staying home is a really good idea. And I know that's not easy during Libra season, because Libra loves to have just a really good time. However, Venus is in Virgo. Virgo is represented by the Hermit, which is a very internal card, an at-home card. I'll take care of it myself kind of card. And then also we have the great benefic of Jupiter that's in Taurus. And Taurus a lot of times likes to be at home too, and just likes that kind of cuddly home life. Very much about taking care of ourselves at home, cleaning out, perfecting things within ourselves, within our own home, and not really socializing a whole lot during this energy with a lot of other people, in that way. Now, if it's something like you don't really know these people and you want to go out and maybe enjoy a nice concert, and this isn't really about an exchange of balance or fairness, maybe you're just with yourself, or you pick up a friend that's just like, they're always fair, everybody pays for their own ticket, everybody pays for their own food, like everybody drives their own car, like something like that. Yes, but anything where there's like this dynamic where who's gonna do what, who play, which role is played, like we need to have a discussion. Is this fair? This not the weekend for that. It's just not. So, okay. I hope this helps. I hope this reading helps you guys. Please share it with others. Please sign up for the newsletter, cosmicallylit.com. My October calendar is open. I do still have some readings available. Go ahead and book those. And yeah, until next time, peace.